Relationship Synastry, Case Study, 2 Husband and Wife, Taurus and Capricorn Rising. In this case study, we explore the synastry between a husband with Taurus Rising and a wife with Capricorn Rising. Both partners have the moon in Virgo, but with differing placements, and their Venus placements offer insights into how they approach love and relationships. We will analyze the emotional and romantic dynamics between them based on Vedic astrology principles. Husband's placements: moon in the 5th house, Virgo, Venus in the 10th house, Aquarius. Wife's placements: moon in the 9th house, Virgo, Venus in the 12th house, Sagittarius. Rising sign check. The husband has Taurus rising, while the wife has Capricorn rising, forming a 5 to 9 relationship between their rising signs. In Vedic astrology synastry, this is a very positive dynamic, as the 5 to 9 relationship promotes mutual support and encouragement. This aspect fosters a sense of harmony and growth, where each partner helps the other develop their goals and aspirations. As a Taurus rising, the husband is focused on comfort, security, and creating a stable material foundation for the relationship. The wife, with Capricorn rising, brings ambition, discipline, and a long-term vision to the partnership. The 5-9 dynamic between their rising signs suggests that while the husband provides the stability and comfort essential for a secure home life, the wife's disciplined and goal-oriented approach complements this by adding structure and forward-looking ambition. This combination allows both partners to work together toward building a stable and secure future, with their shared earth energy ensuring practicality, commitment, and long-lasting success. Moon placement and emotional dynamics. Husband's moon, in the 5th house in Virgo, signifies a person who seeks emotional satisfaction through creativity, romance, and intellectual pursuits. However, with Virgo being a detail-oriented and analytical sign, the husband may approach emotions cautiously, seeking perfection and order in his romantic and emotional life. Wife's moon, in the 9th house in Virgo, suggests an emotional focus on higher learning, philosophy, and exploration. Like her husband, she approaches emotions analytically, but her emotional fulfillment comes from intellectual growth, travel, and expanding her worldview. Synastry analysis of moon. Both the husband and wife have their moons in Virgo, which creates an automatic connection as they share similar emotional needs. Their analytical and practical approach to emotions means they understand each other well, and they are likely to appreciate each other's need for order, clarity, and intellectual stimulation in emotional matters. The difference in house placements, 5th house for the husband, 9th house for the wife, indicates that while the husband seeks emotional fulfillment through creative or romantic expressions, the wife's emotional needs are more focused on intellectual and spiritual growth. This creates a complementary dynamic where they can help each other grow emotionally, provided they understand each other's unique emotional outlets. Venus placement and romantic dynamics. Husband's Venus in the 10th house in Aquarius indicates that he values unconventional relationships and is attracted to partners who are independent, intellectual, and socially oriented. His approach to love is rational, and he may express affection in ways that align with his career and public image. He is drawn to long-term commitment, but his romantic style is more detached and intellectually stimulating. Wife's Venus in the 12th house in Sagittarius shows that she experiences love in a more spiritual, expansive, and sometimes hidden manner. Venus in the 12th house indicates a tendency towards selfless love, and the placement in Sagittarius suggests that she values freedom, exploration, and philosophical growth in her romantic relationships. She may express love through spiritual or altruistic means, often seeking a deeper, more meaningful connection. Synastry analysis of Venus. The husband's Venus in Aquarius and the wife's Venus in Sagittarius create an intellectually stimulating connection, but they also have contrasting approaches to love. While the husband seeks stability and rationality in his romantic relationships, the wife approaches love in a more philosophical and expansive manner, craving adventure and spiritual depth. Their Venus placements form a sextile aspect, which suggests that their differing approaches can complement each other. The husband's intellectual detachment may balance the wife's more spiritual and adventurous tendencies, while the wife can introduce a sense of freedom and exploration into the relationship. However, both must be mindful of balancing the husband's focus on public life and the wife's need for privacy and deeper spiritual connection. Resulting dynamics of planetary placements. 1. Earth sign compatibility. Both having earth sign ascendants, Taurus and Capricorn, creates a stable and grounded foundation for their relationship. They share a focus on security, practicality, and long-term planning. The husband's focus on comfort and stability complements the wife's ambition and desire for long-term success. 2. Moon compatibility. Both having the moon in Virgo allows for emotional compatibility, as they approach emotions with similar caution, analysis, and practicality. The husband's emotional focus on creativity and romance, moon in the 5th house, complements the wife's focus on intellectual and spiritual growth, moon in the 9th house, creating a balanced emotional dynamic where each partner can help the other grow in different ways. 3. Venus compatibility. The husband's Venus in the 10th house in Aquarius and the wife's Venus in the 12th house in Sagittarius create a harmonious sextile, suggesting that their romantic styles can complement each other. The husband's focus on intellectual stimulation and public life in love can be balanced by the wife's more spiritual and adventurous approach to relationships. However, they will need to find a middle ground where the husband's need for stability and rationality aligns with the wife's need for freedom and philosophical exploration in love. And 4. Career and private life balance. The husband's Venus in the 10th house suggests that his romantic life is closely tied to his career and public image, while the wife's Venus in the 12th house indicates that she values privacy and spiritual depth in love. This difference could create tension between the husband's focus on career success and the wife's need for a more private, intimate connection. Both partners will need to balance their public and private lives to ensure mutual satisfaction. Understanding the dynamics of their planetary placements, particularly the favorable 5 to 9 rising sign relationship and their Moon and Venus placements, offers insight into how this couple can navigate their emotional and romantic differences to create a harmonious, balanced, and long-lasting partnership.